Good morning, everyone. Nice to be with you again. Sure hope you had a nice Christmas and good week. It's just a great time of the year. Once again, I have a shout out to our Vincentians in Perryville, Missouri, especially those in need of healing. And also a personal shout out to some people who are friends of the mission who are in need of God's healing. And we remember in a special way Brian and Clarence. Remember Leonard and Stan and Orstein and Louise and Pat. We're praying for you. Hope God brings you healing soon. So, we celebrate Christmas. And as you can tell, I'm not in Lamont. I'm in our sister's house. And having celebrated yesterday the Feast of the Holy Family, and it was really nice to be with family. And that's just Dick and Marianne and me. But it was so nice to be together. And now we look forward to a new year. But we're very grateful for all the things that have happened this past year. Yeah, we're especially grateful because we've been able to start missions again. And that's been a love of our life, and we continue to do it as long as we're healthy. And we've got so many requests to do missions. And for us, it's a matter of, bringing what we learned all through the Christmas season, Jesus and the good news. My hope for you for the new year is that we're healthier, that we get a little close to one another. And, I was reading in the paper the other day, and it was such a wonderful presentation of the message of Jesus. And, we celebrate his birth, but the beauty is that, he is alive because of us. And hopefully the new year has us see much more of him being alive. I wish for a more peaceful new year. I wish for a happier, healthier new year for all the people that have asked for our prayers. And I would hope that that's your prayer too. Now, I'm convinced that the reason missions are still popular is because people really appreciate Jesus and the Eucharist. And I believe that's the heart of what will make a new year better, where Jesus becomes the center of our life, that the lights we see at Christmas time, like the trees behind me or in the villages that our sister has here, that light is because Christ is alive. That we, by the way we act, by the way we live, by the way we treat other people, that he's alive. And so that's my hope for the new year, in the midst of being very grateful for all of you who have shown your love for what we do here in the video, for your love of our Vincentian Parish Mission team, for the love you've shown us, not only for the past year, for the many years that we have done this. So my prayers are that you will have a really blessed new year filled with the light of Christ. Celebrating here with family, Dick is also here, and he'd like to share some of his thoughts too.
As we come to the end of the year, it's like when they do the Oscars or the Emmys, at their presentation, they always have a part in there where they have the memory of all those that have died in the last year, and many of our friends and family and people we know, people from our parishes or our churches, who died, who are now enjoying the kingdom, and we remember them in a special way. We also If you're watching this, it means you survived the pandemic. And you probably survived it because you were very concerned and listened to doctors and nurses, and you probably got vaccinated, and you wear the mask, and you do social distancing because you don't want to hurt anybody else. You don't want to get sick. You don't want something bad to happen to you. So you survived it. And as we come to the end of the year, it's important that we say thank you for all God's blessings. And at the same time, to remember those who have died. They say that one of the great things as you get older is that you treasure and you rely on your memories. And recently I was talking to somebody and I said, to have memories, you got to have the ability to remember. If you can't remember, then memories don't mean anything. But if you can remember, then as you know, memories are to make the past present. And so we reflect upon those memories of this past year. And as we look upon all the great things that have happened, in spite of the pandemic, in spite of what we had to do, a lot of great things have happened in your life and our life and the life of the mission. So we must say thank you for that. And as we say thank you, we always have the hope of looking forward. The virtue of hope says to look forward to tomorrow based on what we do today. So our gratitude today gives us reason to hope for tomorrow. And I'm quite sure that you will do that, as you always have. So it's with great gratitude we end 2021, and at the same time we have deep prayer and reverence for those who have died, especially those that we were close to, or people who have had an impact on our life, impact on the church's life. So our best to you, as Bob said, we celebrate the Feast of the Holy Family, but we belong to a lot of families. We belong to the family of the world. We belong to the family of the church. We belong to our own blood families, our family of the city and the villages and the country. And so we honor all those families. And at the heart of it, the best family of all was Joseph, Mary, and Jesus. And we try, as we celebrated recently that feast, we now try to make that in our own family. So anyway, we continue as always to pray for a good year, and we'll do that by saying our mission prayer. Please join me. Divine Savior, transform me into yourself. May my hands be your hands, and may my tongue be your tongue. Grant that every faculty of my body may serve only to glorify you. Above all, transform my soul and all its powers, that my memory, my will, and my affections may be the memory, the will, and the affections of you. I pray you to destroy in me all that is not of you. Grant that I may live but in you and by you and for you, and that I may truly say with St. Paul, I live now, not I, but Christ lives in me.